a jolt and then you'll die.
What's up, everybody? DJ Numismatics back again, and as I said in my last nickel hunt, I was going to pick up a nickel album and do a nickel fill. Well, the only thing I could come up with was some of the cheaper Whitman nickel albums. Just to show you, they are empty. And they didn't actually have the 96 through present, so I'll have to get that one later and we'll fill that one later. But I was going to do a complete nickel fill with the next box I started, but I've got so many nickels from my last few hunts that I think we'll save some time and we'll start with those, and then we'll fill the rest with whatever nickel boxes I get coming up, and then we'll look for upgrades or whatnot throughout the hunts. So let me get these books out of the way, and I'll pull out we'll start with the 30s and 40s nickels and see what we can fill, and I'll bring you in as soon as I get them sorted. Well, I got them all sorted. Those over there are the 30s, 40s, 50s, and that's kind of a mixed batch. That last roll there was just some 68 and 70s, 68 through 70 San Francisco Minute ones that I was having kind of a, I don't know what you want to call it, just a fling on the San Francisco mint marks. So we'll probably go through those too, just to see if we got anything decent to put in there. Let me get these all cleared away, and we'll start with a small stack of 30s. We'll bring you in as soon as I get all these other ones out of the way, and we'll get started. See you soon. Well, before I get started on the sort, I totally spaced out when I was at the bank today, or I should say grocery store. One of my banks is actually, they got some smaller banks in grocery stores. Returning coins, I did pick up 5 rolls of nickels. That's all they're going to give me since there's a smaller bank. Let me sort through those, and we'll see what we can come up with on these. And then we'll start with the daunting task of starting a nickel album. I'll be back on my first find. We're on the 3rd roll from the bank. I've pulled, as you can see right there, that is a stack of album fillers. And we're going to have a 40s, or a 40s nickel. And that is a 1942 non-silver out of Philly. I'll check it for the double die real quick and then get back to finishing these up. Well, I got my 38s out. I got 4 from Philly, and that one up there is a Denver, since that's the only one I've got. That is definitely the one that's going to be going in the album. It's got a big old gouge on the front. Not in the greatest shape, but it's the only one. And then for the other ones, it's kind of a toss-up between this one. That one's definitely hammered. That one, I think that's probably the one I'll be going with. And that one. That one to me has got the best detail on it. So let me pop these in the album, and I'll come back with the 39s. Well, I've got 11 in total, 39 Ps, and boy, it's a toss-up. I'm thinking between that one, it's got a pretty nice strike, that one, or that one. The rest are pretty beat up. Overall, that one, has really nice facial details. I think, boy, I think I'm going to go with that one. Alright, let me pop that in the album and I'll be back. So I went through my 40s, and these are all the fillies. And I think out of all the 40s, that one right there has got the best detail. It's a toss-up between probably that one and that one. And that one's got a little more hair detail on the top of his head. That one ain't too bad, but it's pretty chewed up. So let me pop that one in the album, and I'll grab my D's and S's. Alright, got the 40 S's out here, and by the looks of them, that one's pretty scratched. They're all about equal. I think that one's got better eye detail than the rest. I think I'm gonna go with this one here. This one looks a little shinier, but he's got some pretty bad scratches on it. Kind of a toss-up. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. Alright, I'll be back with the D's. Well, I've got the 40 D's out here. I only got 3 of them, so I think that one right there is definitely got the best hair detail, so it will be joining the collection. So I got all the 41 P's out, and looking at them, they're all pretty beat up. But I think I'm gonna go with this one, just cause, well, yeah, that one's got a nicer rim than the rest, and overall it's in pretty decent shape. Definitely gonna need to upgrade it eventually. So let me pop this in and we'll go on to the D's. Well, I only came up with 2 of the 41 D's. They're both pretty hammered, but this darker one is in a lot better shape, so I guess we'll go with the darker one. Well, I've got 9 41 S's, and boy, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's the prettiest of them all. I would have to say they're all pretty beat up. Another one we're definitely gonna have to upgrade. Well, I got 6 42 P's, and they're all pretty beat up. But I'm gonna say boy, if that one wasn't so dirty. It's a toss-up between that one and that one. I think we'll go with that one. Well, we only have 2 42 D's to choose from, and they What's that on there? Let's see. Are pretty equal. This one's got a whammo on the rim. I think we'll go with this one. It's got better detail on the lettering. I think I'm going to skip the silvers until later. So we're on the 46s, and these are all my Phillies. They're all pretty beat up. That one has probably got the nicest strike. And then that one, since that one's so dark, I think we'll go with this one. I got 8 of the 46Ds to choose from. And I think, even though it's got some gunk down there, that one has got the best detail left on the hair. And overall, the coin's pretty decent. Let me pop it in the album. Well, I've only got 2 46S's to choose from. And if it wasn't for that Crimper Kiss, I would definitely use that one. So I'm going to go with this one. Well, I was going through my 47s, and I came across a 41 that snuck into the 7s. And if you look, we've already got an upgrade. Let me pop this one out and put this another one in. Alright, I got 4 47Ps to choose from. And I do believe that one's got the best detail. I'll pop it in the album. So I got 5 47Ds, and looking at them, if it wasn't for those spots on that one, I would. This one's got some pretty crazy toning on it. That's the one going in the album. I've only got 3 47S's. As you can see, that one's got a nice strike, but it is really dirty. That one's in pretty good shape, and that one is hammered. The crazy thing is, that 47S, I must have missed it. It has the RPM 002 on it, so that one's definitely going in the album. Well, I'm on the 48Ps, and it's pretty much a no-brainer. That one has really nice hair detail. That one's pretty decent too, but that one's just got a little more hair detail. So let me pop that in the album. Well, we got a half dozen 48Ds, and I'm thinking boy, I don't know. That one's got a big old knock on his head, but he's got the best hair detail. I think we'll go with that one. Well, I take it back. It was just a chunk of something on his nose. Another slot in the album. Well, I've only got one 48S, so I guess that's the one going in there. Well, I've only got one 49P to go with, so it's definitely going in there. Well, I came up with 5 49Ds, and out of all of them, I'm thinking that's the best looking one to go with. I'll pop that one in the album, and then we'll move on to the S's. Well, I've only got 2 49S's to go by, and I'm thinking that one's got a pretty bad nick on the edge there, but his hair detail and stuff is a lot better. I think we'll go with that one. Well, I've only got one lone 42S, so, and it isn't in the greatest of shape, so that is going to be the only 42 silver we get in the album. Well, I've got 4 43Ps. That one I think has definitely been cleaned, so it does have some pretty nice detail. But I think I'm going to go with that one right there. Well, let's put another silver in the album. Well, I've got a 43D and S, so I guess they are the ones going in the album. Well, from 44, all I got is 2 Philadelphias, if I remember right. Let me check. Yeah, 2 Philadelphias to fill the album with. The back of that one is a lot better than that one. Actually, just color-wise. And front-wise, that one's definitely got better hair detail. So, let me fill one slot for 44, and we'll finish this up soon. Well, 45, I've got 2 Ps. That one has a massive scratch across the face, and this one's definitely been cleaned, but the cleaned one is in quite a bit better shape, so until I can find one that hasn't been cleaned, we'll stick that one in the album. And for the 45S's, the edge is pretty messed up on this one because it has a slight misaligned die on it, and it's got some pretty bad scratches on it. This one doesn't have as much hair detail, but the edge lettering is much better, so I think I'll go with that one. I do have a 45D, but it is on eBay right now for sale because it is the FS101, let's see, DDO006, I do believe. Let me get this last one in the album and we'll do a wrap up. So we're only missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 from the 30s and 40s. I think what I'll do is we'll make this a multi-part video, and I'm going to take a break and I'll come back and we'll go through the 50s and then we'll go through the 60s and maybe some of the older ones, or newer ones, sorry. So like always, I do post a link up here for my eBay page in case you're interested. I do sell some of my finds, and I also post one down below, and I also post a link to some of the sites that I searched the varieties on. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one when we fill up the 50s. Stay safe out there, and happy hunting, everyone.